Morning, it's Henlu and my lovely wife Leandra here today. She's going to do the training for me. With this video, I want you to try, if you have some weights, grab some weights, whatever weights you have, or even just tin cans that we have here. That's a little bit lighter. If you have some bigger ones, grab those, or potentially take a Evian bottle, fill it up with rice, etc. We're trying to smash out a quick session whilst the kids are asleep. So try and make time for it every day. It's going to be half an hour. So again, just if there's any injuries or concerns, warm up a little bit. I suggest you maybe go for a walk or a jog, or if you have space on your balcony, or you've got a bike at home or skip rope or something, so warm up a little bit before. Where anyway, the plan is to do a 5-minute warm up. Then we're going to work with some weights. If you don't want to work with the weights, you just mimic as if you've got a weight, if you've got other issues. Alternatively, if you've got heavier weights or lighter weights, get them out so that they're ready for certain exercises. You're going to use heavier and lighter ones. Then after the 5-minute warm-up, we'll get into 2 sets where we're going to do about 4 exercises in a row, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to run through it twice, and then we'll do another different exercise, super set of 4 exercises where we run through it twice again. This will be a set and exercise video that a lot of people have asked for one that's a little bit harder, so Leandra's very excited to do that. We'll start with a little bit of a loosener, and 30 minutes will commence. So have an eye on Leandra. I will here and there also show you one or bits or pieces from the side to get going. All right, so Leandra's going to get started. Just on her mat, she's going to work sideways, and you can look at me from the front. All right, so just on your mat, you can take another half a step back or so you're still in the camera shot there. Right, guys, so we're just going to start with a nice little step and a stretch. You just pull your toe back towards you. So you're trying to touch your right toe with your left hand and your left toe with your right hand. So as you can see from Leandra, nice stretch, pulling your toe back towards you will get your bum and hamstrings stretching nicely. And we're basically just doing about 30 seconds of these boys, all right? So Leandra's got about 5 seconds to go, so we can do one more right, one more left, and then she's just going to get into a slow forward lunge with a nice stretch with her arms above the head. So when you're down at the bottom, reach back down, swing the arms from the bottom up. So from the bottom you go forward and stretch, bring it back down. So you just keep alternating. Nice and easy forward lunges. If you feel a bit uncomfortable to do it with your arms up above your head, the only thing you do is stabilize with your hand on your knee. So just show that, Leandra. You go forward and just stabilize with your hand on your knee, stand back up tall and swap. Just there. So the important thing, like Leandra's doing, is keeping your upper body nice and straight. We've got one more right, one more left. So again, about 30 seconds, give or take. Right, and then you're just going to have the legs about shoulder width apart. We're going to get into a nice squat rotation. So we bring the elbows up to shoulder height. Right, we sit the bum back and down. So a little squat, and then you look right behind you. Right behind you. Perfect. So nice little squat rotation. If you look at me from the front, so elbows up there, sit your bum back and down, look right behind you, right behind you. Little squat. Then you try and swap. You do right, left. On the next one, you do left, right. So you keep alternating there for me, please. So if you look at Leandra, her bum is nice and far behind her. She's not pushing her hips forward. She's keeping the hips nice and far behind her. Keep those elbows up. Don't drop the elbows, so the shoulders are working nicely as well. Right, we've got time for one more. Good, good, good. We're going to bring the hands above the head. We're just going to bring the knee up to the front, out to the side. Knee up to the front, out to the side. So keep reaching up nice and high. Step, step, swap. Step, step, swap. So you keep your arms nice and high, and you're just alternating on the knees. So keep alternating. Good, good, good. A few more to go. Right, let's do one more right, one more left, and then Leandra's going to get into the middle of the mat facing towards the camera and let the arms drop. We do a nice side touch. So you bend into the right knee, stretch and try and touch your right toe with your left hand, bend into the left knee. So if you look at Leandra there, getting into the groin area nicely. It's a nice, good one to open up through the hips. You just keep pushing from side to side. So feet comes back together, bend into the right knee, stretch, bend into the left knee. Now, important thing here is that you keep your toes pointing forward. Perfect, so nice and easy. You always only, especially when we're warming up, just stretch to where you feel comfortable. So you don't overdo it. Good, good, good. Now we've got one more on the right, one more on the left. Nice, and then in the middle, we're just coming into a little jockey on the spot. Nice and easy. We're working with the arms as well. If you turn sideways, you'll see that Leandra is running sort of in front of her with her knees. So she's not kicking up at the back, but she's running out to the front. So just a nice, easy jog. Use the arms. Let the arms work. Keep your belly button nice and strong. So keep working. We're about 3.5 minutes into the warm-up. So just about 1.5 minutes to go. We're just going to do about 5 minutes. All right, just a few more seconds. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax it. All right, stay sideways. You square on towards me. We're going to do nice low sit down, roll through the shoulders. Nice low sit down, roll through the shoulders. Nice low sit down, roll through the shoulders. So you'll again see from the side there that Leandra is keeping her bum nice and far behind her knees, so she's not pushing the knees forward, and it's a nice full roll through the shoulders. Nice full roll through the shoulders, so that's important. Just a few to go. Right, last one, Leandra. Take a little step forward so we can get into a reverse lunge, please. So now you're at the front of your mat. Let's get going backwards, alternating. You can bring the arms up nice and high, bring the arms back down and swap. So it's a nice stretch. And when you're doing a lunge, reverse lunge, like in this case, it's actually the back leg that's working. And you'll see at the front, Leandra's knees nicely above her ankle. So she's not falling forward, she's staying up nice and tall and straight. Right, lovely. So we've got last one right, last one left. All right, guys, so you've got a little bit of a breather, so have a sip of water if you have to. Always have your water nearby, or your towel nearby if you need to give yourself a bit of a wipe, right? And then Leandra's going to grab the weights. Now, make sure that you have a weight that can actually challenge you a little bit. She's going to get into the middle. Yeah, grab those 4K weights. Right, I'll grab the heavy ones, 10 cans. Right, so Leandra's going to work sideways, and then halfway through the session, she'll come to the front. So we're going to try and do 4 exercises in a row, right? Everything is 10 to 15 reps, right? So I've plotted a few things down. Leandra's going to start with a nice squat thrust and a press. Then we're going to do a lunge and a side and a front raise. So the squat thrust and a press is you're going to bring the weights up on your shoulders. So if you have the tins there out, get the legs at least about shoulder width apart. It means you do a little squat and a press. That's 1 rep. Squat and a press. That's 2 reps. Right? So you do 10 to 15. Right? So that is important. If you look at Leandra there from the side, it's perfect, just like we did in the warm-up in the squats. Her back is nice and straight. That's perfect. Good, good, good. So let's do 4 more. Nice. 3. Got 2 to go. 1 to go. And then just let the weights hang. If you have to in between, have a breather and put them down. It's okay, preferably not. Leandra's going to take a little bit of a step back, because what we're going to do now, the weights are going to hang. This one's going to challenge her as well. You're going to go into a big forward lunge. When you're at the bottom, you do a side raise, then you stand up, then you swap on the other side, and you do a front raise. Right, so soft elbow. So step, side raise, big lunge, front raise. So if it's a bit heavy, we'll see how she gets on, otherwise I'll give her the lighter weights. Right, so let's get into the big forward lunge, soft elbows, side, back up, forward lunge, lunge, and then lift. Concentrate. All right. Forward lunge at the bottom, side raise, down, back, forward lunge at the bottom, front raise. There we go. Concentrate. That's hard work. You have to keep your stomach nice and strong. Right. Here again, if I say we go for 10 to 15 reps, you want to try and do 10 per leg. So it's 10 with the left leg and a side raise, 10 with the right leg and a front raise. Right, so that's hard work. So if you have to, we'll do 1 more with a front raise. Pop those weights down quickly. So if it's a little bit hard, challenge yourself first. Right, and then keep going. That's good. So you can do the same thing at home, guys. And if it's too easy, if you started off, it's too easy, you have some other weights, try and figure out and find something that's heavy enough for you to use, right? So you want to actually challenge yourself, even if like Leandra, she doesn't do a lot of weight training, believe it or not. But If you feel like it gets a little bit heavy, you stop and you slow down, right? You can always just in between, she's got 2 to go still per side, right? So side raise, which is perfect. Back, big lunge, stabilize, stomach strong, front raise. One more right leg with the side raise. Soft elbows always, don't lock your elbows, Leandra, please. Nice and soft front raise. Right, cool. Put those tins down, grab the heavier weights for me again, please. You're gonna get into the middle now. You can also use one weight or both. This will challenge your nicely. So you can stand on the mat, facing towards the camera, come in the middle. You're gonna put the weights right against your chest, right? So this is like 8 kilograms extra for Leandra. She's gotta get into a nice little side stretch, back to the middle, feet comes together, and same thing on the other side. So keep the weight up. Perfect, lovely. Now if you also maybe have a kettlebell at home, you could also maybe just grab a kettlebell, which is one weight, and hold on to it there. Otherwise, you just keep the weights together. So this is like 8 kilograms, although the UK peeps, it's a bit more than a stone. I don't know what it is in pounds exactly. 8 kilograms times 2.2. Right, so again here we do at least 10 or 12 or 15 per side. So do one more on the left, and then quickly put the weight down, the one of them, and continue. So you can also, if it's a little bit heavy, for example, now Leandra's just got 4 kilograms that she's doing. Right, so let's do one more right, one more left. Good, hopefully your trainer at home will help you to pick up the weights. Right, hold on to both of them. You're just standing up nice and tall, toes out, right, at a good angle, and we're just doing a weighted calf raise. So here, quickly after the side touches, you get right into the weighted calf raises. So if you can see, Leandra's right on her toes there. Nice and high lift. Perfect. So again, 10 minimum, preferably 12 or 15 repetitions. Right. Good, good, good. Last one, and relax it down. Put the weights down for a second with your back nice and straight. Be careful how you put the weights down. That, for instance, was not so good. Right, we'll work better on the next one. It's only been 8 or 9 years. Leandra still struggles to listen to my instructions when it comes to training. So don't feel bad if you also struggle a bit, all right? Right, that's one set down. So we're gonna run through those 4 exercises again. She can have a quick sip of water. You don't really take more than 30 seconds, maybe a minute max. Right, pick up the weights again for me, please. Slide on, so face towards me, legs nice and wide, weights up here. We do the good squat and the press. Leandra's gonna work on 12 reps. Right, there we go. 1. Stomach strong. 2. And use your breath here, all right? That's important. So inhale as you go up and exhale at the top. You're always much stronger when you have your lungs filled with air, called the Valsalva maneuver. So your rib cage and everything is expanded. You feel that you're not as strong when you try and do that weight press if you've already exhaled before you do the actual press. Let's do 3, 2, 1 more. Now the trick here would be to actually try and hold on to the weights the whole time. Let the weights hang, Leandra. We're coming back into the lunge, soft elbow side raise, lunge, front raise. So we'll do a few of those, and if we really have to, we get back into the, or go for the lighter option. But you want to challenge yourself. I mean, that's part of why you're actually doing this exercise session. So as you can see, Leandra's not resting her knee on the floor, but she is very low, which is good. She's in a very, very good lunge position. Oh, okay. She's decided to rather go for the peas and pineapples or whatever she's got in there. Knowing the Swiss, it's probably melted raclette cheese in those tins. Don't know. So again, she's doing 12 per side. So obviously in total it's 24 lunges, and in total it's 12 side raises and 12 front raises. Slow and controlled, so you're not using momentum. Everything is controlled when we do these exercises, right? So that's important. All right, let's do one more on the right side. One more on the left. Front raise. Right, pop those weights down. Pick up the heavier ones for me again. Slide the mat a little bit more to the middle, please. Right, good stuff. Right, stand just on the back of the mat. Right, we're gonna get into the side touch again. So weights up here, right? Feet nice and close together. Where we start, we go right over into a right side plane, stretch back to the middle and swap. We'll go for 12 per leg here. So nice inner thigh, groin area. It opens up through the back nicely. So this is one that you normally feel the next day if you do it right. So important thing is that you keep your back nice and straight. So her stomach's staying strong, her back is nice and straight the whole time. So that's perfect. Cool, that's number 5. Left. 6. Left. Keep going. 7. Left, well done. 8. Left, we've still got 4 per side to go. So this one takes a bit of time, but it's very effective and it will start adding up nicely. You'll actually, with extra weight, you'll feel that it's getting nice and heavy. Nice. All right, last one right. Last one left. And then we're just going to stand right on the edge of the mat, let the weights hang. We're back into the calf raises again. All right, so 12 to 15 here. Now you just have your toes pointing straight forward at a straight angle. All right, nice and high. 1, 2, slow and controlled. 3, so find a spot that's comfortable for you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, let's do 2 more, 11, and 12, and relax it. Right, put the weights down on the edge of the mat for me, please. So that's 2 sets down, guys. Right, so we're done with those. We've run through it twice. Right, so now we're going to get into 4 new exercises that we're sort of going to do one after the other. We'll repeat that twice as well. So also have your tins nearby, Leandra, because this one's going to be challenging. We only need to just put them on the edge as well. Right, so the next one, guys, we're again going to sort of try and do 10, 12 or 15 reps. So if you're doing maybe on the right hand side, we do 10 on the right hand side, or 12 or 15, and if you do on the left, the same thing. Right, so what Leandra's going to do now, she's going to come down facing towards the weights onto the hands and the knees. Right, so let's see how good she can follow instructions. So I would suggest that you start on the tin here, so grab one of the tins in your right hand. Right, so you're going to get into a full push-up position now with your legs nice and wide. So push-up position, right, and over to me, holding onto the tin, she's going to do a side raise. So out, back down to the floor, and keep going. 2, so you're going to do 12 per side, keeping the hips as still as you can. 3, remember this is not a Zumba class, so we're not dancing here, we're trying to keep the hips as still and stable as you can. Now she would actually find this one quite challenging with the weight, with the 4K that we have here. So this one is not too hard, keeping the elbow nice and soft, so you're actually working through your core the whole time. Right, we're trying to do 12 reps, so let's do 3 more. And then the idea here would be to not go onto the knees and just swap over and do 12 on the other side. Last one we've done. Right, stomach strong, so now she's working on the other side, as you can see. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, and 12. She puts the weight down. Cool, relax it down. So we've done 12 per side. Now she's going to grab the bigger weights and roll over onto her back, please, and keep the weights on your chest. So just look out for your tinned food. We're going to grab both weights. Other one as well. Cool. So leg shoulder width apart, bring the weights onto your chest. Right, so first things first, guys, if you look at Leandra, legs about shoulder width apart, toes down, she's going to push up into a shoulder bridge. In other words, she's going to lift her bum up, just in the middle. You're not trying to overextend. And then from there, she's going to lift the weights above her chest and put them against each other. Right, now, right 90 degrees out to the side, soft elbow, she's going to do a nice wide chest fly, even wider with the weight, and try not to touch the floor. So you just stop about 2, 3, 4 centimeters off the floor. The hand should go even wider. So you're trying to go further out with the weights. There we go, soft elbows. So you're stretching through your chest. It's a nice chest fly. Nice. So perfect 90-degree position, not touching the floor. And the actual exercise is at the bottom. So stop at the bottom. I know it's hard. Now the chest is stretching, and then you do like a half circle back. Chest is stretching. Perfect. Half circle back. Right, so we're again doing 12, 10, 12, 15 repetitions. You choose. If you stick to 10 or 12 or 15, try and every time do that. All right, this is 3 more, Leandra. 2, 1, and relax, put the weights down for me, but you are going to hold on to one of them. Right, so let's sit up for me, please. Now from there, Leandra is going to sit with her knees 90 degrees, so bring the knees in a little bit, holding on to the weights on the sides like she has it now. Yeah, on the side with both hands. She's just going to go 45 degrees back, so halfway, so that's important. Have a look here, her back is straight, then round your back, and then she's going to do Russian twist from side to side. And keep looking at your weight, side to side. What you can also do, Leandra's in a very good position there, she's working through her obliques. Now we're doing 12 per side, so it's 24 in total, or 10 per side, 20 in total, or 15 per side, 30 in total. What you can also do, you can see Leandra's feet there, she can bring her feet just off the floor, throw the ankles over each other, keep the balance, keep the stomach really strong, and just work from side to side. Let's say we've got 3 more per side. 3, swap, 2, swap, 1 more, swap, relax, put the weight down, and lie flat on your back. Cool. So we are now going to get into the bicycle run with the twist. So Leandra's going to bring her knees up 90 degrees. 90 is not above the belly button, which most of you like to do. Bring it out so it's above your hips. The further you take up, the harder the stomach is working. Right? Cool. So knees 90, hands next to the head. Right? So you're not pulling on your neck, you're just cupping your head. Right? So now Leandra comes up into a crunch. Stay in the crunch. Right, we're going to do bicycle run with the twist and 12 per side. So when Leandra rotates, she tries to touch her elbow on the knee whilst this leg goes down, and then we swap, swap. So look at her upper body, and we can go at a good pace. Let's call that number 3, swap, 4, swap, 5, swap, 6, swap. Keep going. And you see her shoulder blades are off the floor, so her stomach is working the whole time. Cool? Nice, nice, nice. Let's do 3, swap, 2, swap, 1, swap, and relax it. Right, so that was the 4 exercises we've done. We started with a push-up with the 12 side lateral raises. Cool. Other side as well. Then we rolled over onto the back shoulder bridge with a chest fly. Then Leandra did the Russian twist with a weight at 45-degree angle and the bicycle run with a twist. So we're going to run through those boys again. So we're going to have one here for Leandra to choose. I want her to try with a bit of a heavier one. So in the push-up position for 2 or 3 out to the side, which is really difficult. I think she told me she can't do that one. We'll see. Keep the legs nice and wide. It's important if you look at Leandra that you have a stable base. Yeah, there we go. That's hard work. Right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So if you've got a heavier one, then obviously you just want to go with that one. If you can only get to 8 or 10 reps, then that's great as well. But that's very good. She's working hard on that one now. Obliques, upper back, rear delts, everything is working. 2, let's do 1 more on that side. Nice, try and swap it over. So if you have to come onto your knees, that's fine, but try not to if you can. 2, we'll go for 10 Leandra with that heavy one. 3, 4, breathe, soft elbow. 5, she's doing great. 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, 10, and relax. Well done. Great thing about doing it on video is she's also not giving me any back chat, so it's fantastic, right? Normally doesn't go as well as this when we train.
Afterwards.
Yeah. Right. Roll over onto the back, please. Leandra's praying that the kids will wake up and stop the session, but unfortunately they're fast asleep at the moment. Right. So we grab both weights again. We're coming into the shoulder bridge with the chest fly. Now, just to show you quickly, an alternative, if you do feel very uncomfortable, so the bum is up, yeah? If you do feel uncomfortable to do the chest fly for shoulder reasons, whatever, you can also just turn the grip and do the chest press. So down and up. So like the normal chest press, so Leandra will show you that one. So just do 2 or 3 more. So that's an option as well. Right, preferably what we're going to do is nice and soft, wide elbows. Keep the elbows soft. If you lock your elbows, you're going to have problems. It's going to feel very uncomfortable in your elbow joint and also in your shoulder joint. So here the idea is at the bottom where you're stretching close to the floor, it stretches over your pectorals, which is your chest muscles, right? Good for the guys with the boobs, the man boobs, and also good for the ladies to keep everything in place. Right, so it's again 10, 12, 15 per reps. So we're doing both arms at the same time. Let's do 2 more, Leandra. Cool, last one. And relax it, cool. Put the one weight down for me, relax the bum. Right, so we're gonna sit up again. We're coming back into the Russian twists again. Right, so either with your feet on the floor, have a look, Leandra's back is nice and straight, and then we work from side to side. So left, right, 2, right, 3, keep looking at the weight, right, 4, Right, great stuff. 5, right. 6, right. 7, right. So we're doing 12, 8. Right, you can also have your feet off the floor if you want for the last few, Leandra. 9, 10. You've got 2 more. Swap. 1 more. Swap and relax it. Right, pop the weight down. So if you can, we're going quickly from one exercise to the next. So the next one we have is the bicycle run with a twist again. Right, Leandra will do, just because she wants to work nice and hard over this lunch break, we're going to do 15 per side. So knees 90 degrees. Again, it's not above the belly button. Right, good pace. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it. Cool. So both of those sets we've run through twice. Right, we'll be 24 minutes in. So now you can have a quick breather. Obviously, guys, if you're at home and we're going at a bit of a pace that's a little bit too fast for you, you just push the pause button. Right, so have a quick sippy of water, Leandra. Can't sleep now. Right, so now what we're going to do, Leandra's going to pop over onto her hands and knees. She's going to get into a full solid push-up position. And what we're going to do, for 20 seconds, she's going to do a nice fast run on the spot. So just to show you, firstly, normally we would do a mountain climber. So show a slow mountain climber, Leandra, alternating on the legs. But now the important thing here is, now you can relax it there. Stay in the push-up position. The hand stays above, the hand stays under the shoulders. And we're going to do a fast run on the spot. So right knee forward and back and swapping. So right knee forward. So running on the spot. There we go. Yeah, we go. 20 seconds. Right, let's push, 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 push. So we're doing 20 seconds there. If you can see, she's in a good position. The bum is not too high. You can drop the bum a little bit lower. Don't be shy. You're not going to bump your knees on the floor. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you stay on the knees. You grab your weights quickly. Right. Lift your bum up so you come onto your knees. Right. Sit up tall. Up on your knees. Sit tall. Lift your bum. Right, and we're just doing hammer curls, so elbows nice and tight. Right, so important thing there, all the way down, straighten the arms at the bottom. Right, and just turn into a frontal plane so we can see you from the front. So a hammer curl is the normal one, straight up, straight down. And what Leandra's trying to do is she's trying to keep her arms really tight against her ribcage. So there's no gap between her ribcage and her upper arms. And here again, you do 10, 12, or 15 reps. So Leandra's going to give us 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop it down. Take one weight for me, please. Hold on to it on the sides. Bring it right above the head. Elbows tight, in behind, and lift. So get your elbows much closer to your head. You can do it holding on with both hands through there, or you can hold on to the side. So it's overhead tricep extensions. You're going quickly after the bicep curls right into the overhead tricep extensions. If you turn sideways again, Leandra, so we can just see you, your upper arms are pointing up to the roof, right, in behind and lift. So soft gripped. So you're pushing from the back of your arms, the triceps. So again, 12 to 15 repetitions. Great. Right, keep working. We've got 3, we've got 2, we've got 1. We quickly pop the weight down. Right, we're going to, in a few seconds, get back into the push-up position. We're doing the running on the spot again. Right, so we've just got about 3 minutes to go, guys. So we're almost there. Right, so normal full push-up position. 3, 2, 1, let's go. We're adding 5 seconds. So this time we're doing 25 seconds. Lovely. There's still 10 seconds to go. We've got 5. Great stuff. 4, 3, 2, and relax. And that will get the heart rate going nicely. It works the chest and the shoulders, and it gets obviously the stomach working nicely. So we grab the weights again. This time we're going to do a normal forward bicep curl. Right. So if we look at Leandra from the front, keep the arms straight. So let it hang next to your side, up to the top, and all the way down. Curl at the top, straight up, elbows nice and tight. So again, 12 to 15 reps. I mean, if you feel uncomfortable doing this off your knees, you can obviously stand up in between and do it standing as well. Nice, very cool. So inhale up, squeeze, exhale down. Perfect. And sideways. And look at Leandra where her elbow is. She's not lifting her elbow way to the front. She's trying to keep those elbows next to the rib cage. You're not lifting from your shoulders. Everything is coming from the biceps. That's great. 3 more. Cool. 2 to go. Last one. Right, pop one way down, or if you're feeling strong, you can go with both. We do the tricep overhead extensions again, please. Let's get going. Right, in behind and lift. In behind and lift. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Perfect. So again, 12, 10, 12 to 15. Very good. Right, we've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quickly put the weight down, and we just do a finisher where we do a full plank position. So straight into the static plank. Right, once you're getting fit, you normally rest in a plank. So Leandra is nice in the middle. Right. Good, 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 good. So we want to try and aim. I mean, if you can, guys, try and aim for 90 seconds. You want to do like a minute and a half. You want to be able to break that minute barrier. We know the world record is 8 hours, 15 minutes for the plank. So at least you should be able to do 1 minute. I know Leandra can get up to 3-4 minutes. We'll do about a minute and a half now. She's the mother of 2, but she's still strong and fit, and her plank is one of her good exercises. Right? Good stuff, guys. So keep it there. So we've done quite a bit with the weights and stuff. For those at home, whilst Leandra's enjoying that lovely plank, you can obviously try and do this whole routine twice. You've also got some other videos, so if you feel like you want to give it a bit of a push like we did on this one, you can obviously try and always go for the 15 reps. Leandra, you just stay there, don't go anywhere. Just be happy in your plank there. And then we'll do a nice stretch afterwards. We're not going to do it now. I'm going to send you different videos where you can have a 5-minute stretch, or when the 30 minutes is right. Leandra, you've got 3, 2, 1, and relax it on the knees. You just sit it down in a child pose for me, stretch it out nicely there. You did well. Oh, I feel very tired even just looking at you. Right, guys, but hope you enjoyed that workout. Again, you can do this whole routine twice. Have a quick breather, take 2 or 3 minutes, go to the loo, have a quick sip of water, maybe run through this whole one again. You can fast forward the warm-up and just get boom right into the sets. That will give you a double of everything, which means you'll be really getting into the muscles nicely. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Always give us some feedback, please. And any questions, welcome. We'll have different variations again during this week and next week of more mat-based stuff, more bodyweight stuff, and then I'll get in 2 or 3 videos. Again, there will be more ones with weighted options. So feel free to, if you can, order some weights online, get some. You'll have them forever. If you get a 3K or a 5K or a 10K in 20 years from now, it's still going to be the same thing. So